Hello guys and welcome back to Field of Glory Empires. We have been proceeding into our 2nd century and the world's a different place. Iberia is being conquered by the Lusitani, Rome's beating up Macedonia. Macedonia is the nation that legacy point wise is winning, and so that's a pretty big deal. Otherwise we're doing some slight expansion here while doing a lot of consolidating of the stuff that we've taken over from Arabia. You know, none of it's built up. Our progress decadence is not doing the best it's ever done. We are still in a golden age, so our overall gain from decadence is up, though from conquest is reduced. 3 more turns in this, and we are still 2 progress tokens away from refreshing it, and almost out of the green, so we'll kind of see how that goes. Looking at this right here, I don't know what this is. When the hell did we get this? I have a 10% faction-wide culture bonus. Must be from some wonder that I built. I assume so. Regardless, we've already done everything that I kind of planned to do this turn. I guess one thing I could figure out is what to do with these guys. I didn't really have anything for these. This is my offensive elephant army. And if I was going to attack anything that was like super wacky wild, they would be pretty useful. As like, you know, glass cannons anyway in an assault. They would definitely be pretty useful. But the other armies with their heavy infantry and their Abyssinian archers by that point might be the better rounded ones potentially as well. Let me tell you, I am very tempted to have this like start attacking Egypt because, well, I can. Egypt's currently busy fighting Nabatea, Ethiopia, and Kush at the same time, and they're clearly, you know, on it, right? And I guess fighting Macedon, but I doubt they really have a front there, to be honest. Rome formed the Epirus province. Oh god, get fucked, Macedonia. What the hell? It's not a good thing. I don't want this to happen to Macedonia. I don't. It's a good reason to not ally Macedonia, at least. Clearly, they're not going to survive against Rome. Probably just chill out, have this army able to respond to threats. That might be the better thing. I won't put off going to claim this. I am going to go to claim this just normally, as is. The elephants could be like a good throwaway stack, right? Because I don't care about the actual elephants too much for trying to chew away at a bunch of these guys. If used alongside another stack, maybe they could absolutely slaughter a group of enemies sitting in this zone. You know, they probably could. If they tried, they probably could. So maybe I should move them kind of in that direction anyway. Now that the revolt risks are done, that is. I could do that. This is kind of going in that direction. We'll start crossing in that direction because I don't mind if all the elephants die. I don't care. Because then that's just an excuse to finally replace them with heavy infantry and regular infantry, of which I've kind of gotten started on with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could still use 1 more and, you know, 1 less heavy asset to make it an actual well-rounded stack. Definitely could. So I wouldn't mind. And we could get some really nice things out of that. It'd be costly, but since there would really be no counterattack, it would be kind of worth it. Regardless, that's all we can really do in 1 turn, like I said, like, what, 2 minutes ago. Let's go ahead and end our turn, push it over into 207 BC, and BC, what's up, motherfucker? Get it? Anyway, we have an, oh! Why is there an Antigonid here? Just like this random Antigonid. I wonder if that's a bug? I don't know. But we're attacking 19 enemy units here. I don't think the Antigonid, like, joins them or anything, but it's another hill, so all of our heavy infantry on the front, they have a lot of skirmishers, but ours were way better. Close fighters are beaten. I wonder what a close fighter actually is an equivalent of. Unless I just have all the stats in front of me, like, it would be hard for me to really know. But that's what doing multiple playthroughs is good for, is learning what all these are over time. Alright, man, we just slaughtered their whole front line. We got the pursuit, slaughtered a bunch of more of them, and that's basically it. Yep. And over here, nothing I didn't account for around here. Damn, these guys have a lot right there. Still don't... What is this? Oh, Atropatene is fighting the Antigonids right here. The Antigonids are attacking them more like it. Okay. Well, let's see this battle. This one's in a plain, where I do have enough troops to form a front, thankfully. Oh yeah, that's another reason I like the Cameliers. They count as skirmishers to help me soften up the enemy. So that's good. Our front line is just way better. This is exactly what I expected from fighting a bunch of rebels, especially when we technically outnumber them a bit. We don't even have our archers yet. Just wait till we have our archers. Like, I'm starting to surround those tougher zones, and I'm definitely, at this rate, I think definitely going to attack them. They were kind of beyond my capacity at first, because you know what? They're in plains. All those really high value locations are in plains, just like this. So you have to be able to maintain a huge front and potentially over multiple battles. If you can do well enough to get the pursuit, then you're going to do pretty fine, though. Yeah. We won both of those battles. That's 2 more locations in my control. The Antigonids are so distracted right now, I don't think they're really going to push down here. They're kind of fighting that war with Atropatene. They're pretty distracted. So we went down 4 spots, but that's quite interesting, because I swear I was almost off of the green already. Regardless, we are still in the green, but hey. Sure. Ooh. Ooh. Citizenship status and state reforms. Minor citizenship. Oh god, that's a lot of... That's like a... That's hard to say, man. What the hell? Why is that so difficult to say? We need some guys on food. Other than that, there's a lot of food here stockpiled. They got a furnace, yeah. Brickwork farm. This one's not really that valuable, but another location in this overall province would be nice if we could conquer one more, but the Antigonids have that. The Antigonids are fighting on multiple fronts, though. Look at the Antigonids. They're technically fighting Egypt, though not doing a very good job of it. Palmyra's kind of in their way. They'd have to sail. They probably have something over here, though. Like, I'm pretty sure this was Egyptian 1 turn ago, so they're definitely fighting. Maybe they do know how to do stuff overseas. A lot of AI are not very good about that. I'd love to break through to the Mediterranean eventually at some point and get a proper navy going. So this has been added to our nation. They weren't building anything. This place was building a training ground. Not really very useful. I'll take some flax. Not often do I have places that produce flax. What's this? We don't need anybody on money. Put them on infrastructure. We actually have like too much food. Let's get someone on infrastructure. The orchard looks pretty decent here. Wow, the dates are worth more than some other things. Clearly. And actually, I don't know. Kind of a weird rating. But I think I'll just build the orchard to get a little bit more food production. There is a good amount of food stockpiled here already. I'll, you know, move some citizens. Oh, I could move all of them. Look at that. I don't necessarily want to. That's fine. I'll move that around like that. They have enough food to figure themselves out. Acadia, still not enough for the province, but it's something. Okay, so the archers... These aren't the archers. Okay, they're still en route. They have some turns to go. How the Marians have a fleet. I guess it makes sense to have at least a small fleet here. Realistically, they won't need to challenge any other bodies of water for like a very long time. If nobody else invests in this, then they would dominate this in terms of navy, certainly. Which can be a bit of an advantage, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll just leave that as is right now. In terms of provinces, none of these are particularly better. I mean, this is important to get, but it's also not as well defended. This is kind of like the big one. Both of these are kind of the big ones. But this one is the big one. Look how little decadence this has. The Ishtar Gate gets rid of a lot of that stuff. Yeah, dude, and increases legacy and no slot usage. This would help a lot. We do need legacy increases. We do. Doesn't have a lot of food on it, so I don't know how a sustained siege would go. Still, I think I would aim for this one first. Maybe using this army combined with this one once it arrives. This is going to be weird. I don't actually know how this would work. In terms of like who would arrive first. I assume like the elephants first, right? Because they're faster. But I could probably send the elephant group in first and then send the other guys like in behind. They would still arrive on the same turn. So that should be fine. It might ensure the elephants fight first. And then we could potentially conquer Babylonia like that. They have massive walls. We would have to besiege it. But then like this guy could maybe turn around and go down there. Kind of a thought, I guess. That's what I'm thinking. Certainly. This is a new objective for Saba. Okay, no. I'm not going after that. Slowly building up some more manpower, infrastructure points because we tore down a local palace here. Yep, that's always good. That will get rid of some decadence. Also some legacy gain, but still, we did get a slave from battle. Oh my god! Did all of my purchased slaves go into one place? What? Why do you have so many slaves? What is this? That is ridiculous. That is just insane. Why are there so many slaves here? For the love of God, I just need to like redistribute. Yeah, I bet you're unhappy, huh? You need an Oration Tribune to help combat this. I'll give you the Oration Tribune, sure. Doesn't need culture, just give it... Oh god, that's crazy. Then what's this? Why do I suddenly have a building slot here? Maybe a slave, purchased slave going in here? Yeah, could be. Could be. I'll move one citizen onto infrastructure, that's fine by me. And, ooh, a flax field. Again, we don't really see those very often. I also get a gambling ring. Gives tax and loyalty, but at the cost of decadence. That's a really interesting quandary to determine, like, what's more important there. Here, I would gladly take the flax or the gambling ring, honestly. The situation's not, like, too dire. I don't see flax that often. And it is used in other buildings. So, I kind of want that. So, I'm gonna go for that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Definitely. And the Summer Palace is done over here. That's kind of a big one. That's our second capital. Yep, National Wonder. Culture bonus, loyalty bonus, hell yeah. 0 slot usage on an amphitheater. It's an upgrade from a theater. Mostly costs money, a little bit of infrastructure, and that would give me a bunch more culture. That seems like an obvious thing to get. That does. That seems like a pretty obvious thing to get, though our stats are kind of getting a little weird at this point. It's going to add a lot to culture anyways, so I'm just going to move some citizens over to, like, just off of this in general. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm not sure how many to move. This will make up for quite a bit, though. But definitely we needed to move someone there. Food. Food will help the food everywhere. I think this said like 82 turns. This one said 82. It's down to 71 now. Food is shared. Just like those infrastructure points. Still working on that building here, so nothing special. There's a new pop down here. Nothing really particularly special to do with that. It's just kind of as it is. A new population hither. You're going on infrastructure for sure, because our productivity on infrastructure is crap. All these citizens are so terrible at what they're doing. And it is shared, though. It is shared. I don't know why Ethiopia has an army on my land, but sometimes they do that. I don't really understand it. No need to build any units. No need at all. And then, what do we have? A new pop here. I would probably, yeah, like to have that on infrastructure overall. Smokehouse has been completed here. Smokehouse, that's food and health. That's pretty good. I could get a harbor. I do like harbors. And, you know, you get money from the anchorage. I called it a money building last episode, I think. But, yeah. So a harbor needs hemp, huh? I didn't remember that. Can be imported, though. The harbors, I think, are pretty important overall with the manpower, the money, and the general bonuses and buffs that they give, so I'll definitely prioritize getting that. We're almost finishing a garum shop over there on the front. Everybody's just going to be in recovery mode right now. We've just taken stuff over. We don't need to take any more. We need to prepare for taking over these very quality things that could really help us with these bonuses. Look at this. Legacy increase, and decadence reduction. Got a preceptor house here as well. Tower of Babel, legacy increase. That's a lot of fucking legacy. I mean, I have an income of 62. The number one person in income is earning 99, but it's the fucking Antigonids. What do you expect? They're massive, and they own some of the most memorable locations in the world, including Judea. And, well, all of this is pretty damn useful. Other than that, though, I think we're pretty much good to move over into the next turn. There's nothing else I really want to offer anybody or do. Money is at an okay point. Manpower, metal's doing better than ever. We purchased the stockpile and now we have a positive income of it. Primarily manpower that holds back my overall growth the most. Oh, that's interesting changes over there in that war between Ethiopia and Egypt. Our culture decadence relatively is still getting worse. It's still getting worse. Rome's completely in the white. They're not even gaining. But again, that's not terrible. So, what's this about? You guys are almost tied. Of course, Macedonia, Antigonids. And the Antigonids look like they're set to surpass Macedonia. Rome is definitely going to catch up at least, right? I'm doing my best to follow along. I'm not getting ruined by any losing wars, but I'm not really gaining exceptionally fast either. Moria's not keeping up either. Saba is now fighting alongside Ethiopia against the bellicose Nubia. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, yeah, that happens. So I'm at war with Nubia. Well, what a surprise. Hey, can I absorb you? No. It'd be funny, though. So I'm at war with Nubia because Nubia declared war on them. We granted citizenship to foreigners. Spend money to acquire metal or manpower. I mean, dude, manpower would be pretty nice. For 2,000 money, honestly, like, I'm kind of limited by manpower at the moment. Supply and income. I am tempted. We'll revisit this. I am tempted. I have to think about this. And a local palace was torn down. Yeah, it's one of the decrepit ones. Slave market. Disperse. Antigonids rejected my offer, as they usually do. What's it at right now? 3%? Not even fucking worth it. Does Palmyra really hate me so much? They didn't used to dislike me like this. They're going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem. Even Nabatee doesn't like me. Why? I feel like a lot of opinions just changed out of nowhere. Maybe because of this war. Ethiopia loves me now that I'm at war with Nubia. I could try to white peace, like, right now. Being at war with them really doesn't hurt me. What it does kind of hurt is... I don't know if it hurts Blemmies, because I don't know if Blemmies goes to war with the individuals that I'm at war with. I'm actually not sure. It doesn't show that they're at war. No. So, I think they're safe. Client states don't follow me into war. That seems not right. But that's how it is. I guess client states in this game are more of a protectorate kind of thing. I just looked in the manual. They give income and manpower depending on their size and civilization level. I think this is a civilization level 1 because it's a horde. So they don't give me a lot of money, but they do give me some manpower. The bigger ones give way, way more because there's like the amount relatively to their size. But there's also more stuff to it than that. I could go fight them to help Ethiopia. I could. And then I would get random detached land that I wouldn't fucking know what to do with. If I went for the south, then I could easily just say, hey, Ethiopia, sell me this. And then just connect this in a weird way and then start expanding. You know, that would be so weird, but it would work. That would be really strange. But it would technically work. If you think about it, if I took this, maybe I wouldn't theoretically even have to ask Ethiopia for this. I just could. And then I could just start expanding all into Africa. It would be really weird. But it would technically work. It would be funny. It would be really funny. But I have my own things I'm working on up here, so I don't really care. That's just weird. I'm going to propose a white piece just as things stand. That's it. Just a white piece. Nothing specific. Because, yeah. Why are they so enthusiastic about that anyway? Because combat power, they're overstretched. We're not neighbors. They're fighting alone. We have allies and vassals. Not that the vassals help me anyway. Maybe they would help me if I was attacked directly, but I just joined someone else. That's probably what it is. Flax field is finished over here. That's some more food. That's nice. I guess there was some infrastructure piled over because a lot of buildings will build really quickly here. I'd love to put that slave market here, but this place is too underdeveloped, honestly. That's a brickwork in a very inefficient way. Definitely inefficient. I'll take the wheelmaker. The wheelmaker would be fairly efficient. It has access to lumber locally, it seems. Still plenty of food, so not a lot to worry about there. We are missing a little bit of effectiveness up on this front, just a little bit. Not a lot. I'll still chill here for another turn before I do any more attacking, where we're then going to have to do some besieging. Also, still moving this into place. The archers here are still trying to move into position as well. It's going to be interesting. If I want everyone to kind of get there on time, then I think I need to move you out of here, actually. I do. I technically do. How much food do you consume? 10? Okay. Well, here's what we'll do then. Because the archers are arriving, we're going to split off all of these. And I still don't know of a faster way to do this, but I'm going to split these guys off. Move the main stat here. And then we can merge them with the archers next turn. And then we could just leave these other guys here to help quell any unrest. Any chance of rebellion. And hopefully that works out pretty well. We got a smokehouse and a new population over here. None of them are converted, but it does look pretty good. We get a garum shop. We don't have olive oil, but the Maurines do. Resource bonus is all satisfied for food and money. Rare to see that look so good. I think I will definitely build this garum shop. Yeah, it's rare to see that look so good. Change some citizens off of food. We're going to be getting some more food once that builds. Put them on infrastructure, I guess. This is not part of a province, so these amounts do kind of matter. They do kind of matter. I feel like I could also use someone on culture as well. But maybe I don't want to mess up the food this much. I don't know. Does that look bad? I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I think I'm fine with this. I think I'm fine with that. A garum shop was finished over here, and we still don't even have a public works here. I think I kind of have to prioritize that. A vineyard. I've like never seen that anywhere, I feel like. Rarely, if ever. Still, it's not like too amazing. Well, again, I never see it. Maybe it's just the location. But I'll put the vineyard, sure. Sure, why not? Food here is, you know, doing pretty well. But I'm going to move these guys over to infrastructure. Look at how much better that made the construction of that. And that will help buff up food. That seems like a plan to me. We've got a new population here. I don't think this will really change a whole lot. Yeah, I know, but I'll go ahead and change that up a little bit. A public works is done hither. We don't have a palisade. We're built up enough. Let's get a palisade. This is technically on the border. We do very much want to be defended over here. An Orientation Tribune has been built here in the rear, and we do have another slot, probably due to all these motherfucking slaves everywhere. This place is like half slave I have no idea how the hell this happened. This place could get some much better growth if it had more health. We do have salt as a local trade good, so a salt house seems pretty simple to do. Loyalty's not that bad. It's debuffed because I freed some slaves. Let's go ahead and just get the salt house. That would be pretty good there. We got that flax field built. Nothing else can go there. Granted citizenship to foreigners. Nothing else surprising or weird there. This citizen, I bet this was probably a slave a moment ago. I bet it was. I bet it was. I might put this guy on infrastructure, honestly, just because, you know, this is that region. Anywhere that's not food, we don't really need him on food. We could use some more food buildings here. You see, I have not prioritized that here at all. But I take him as I see him. A worship place has been built here. Okay, that's pretty good. We can get regional roads. I'd love to expand my roads. Commerce, trade range, money. 0 slot usage. Yeah, dude. Let the roads expand further. Sure. The street parlor was built. That's culture and money. We could have an anchorage. We don't have an anchorage. That sounds very good to me. Give me an anchorage. We got a furnace built. It's even more metal. We're doing amazing on metal now. It's good if I decide to make more things that need metal, which I don't plan to right now, but I mean, shit, dude, now I can. This is why wine could be useful. Look at this. Because we don't have really much of any taverns because we need wine. I wonder what happens versus trading required, but it doesn't know where to get something from. Does it just not use the building? I feel like it doesn't. I don't like these options at all. I don't like any of these options. I don't like them. We don't need loyalty here. We have 2 available building slots. We don't have salt, but I guess I'll go ahead and build the salt house. It's just going to have to work. That's just going to have to function. But, alright, sure. And then, I don't think there's really anything else to look at. That is all of our buildings. Everybody is set to do what I need them to do. We are offering that peace agreement. No further diplomacy. Down here, why? Where are you guys? What are you doing sitting on my territory for? I don't understand. Just built that shepherd house, so we got more food in this location. We don't have a palisade there. I'll take some defenses. Who knows? Maybe the barbarian hordes will push up to me. So I'll take some defenses, sure. Sure, why not? That sounds like a plan. I never know if I'm going to have, like, just too much infrastructure down here at some point. I really never know. But we'll have to just see. That is my whole turn, though. So let's go ahead and hit end turn. Push that into year 205 BC, turn 106. Oh my god. Wonder how long this playthrough is going to be. You know, assuming the game doesn't break, right? Alright, so everyone's stacked up where I need them. We're pretty much set up now to start to dogpile in on some of this other stuff. Hey, we've maintained our culture decadence ranking. That's good. That's good. And after some delay, Blemmy's supporting Saba in the war. Oh, I see. Well, now they are in danger, and I would gladly take that white piece. This now does affect me. Gather mercenaries. It's not actually mercenaries. Remember that. Citizenship status. Grant minor citizenship. Yes, please. We need a lot of conversions to happen. And the golden age is gone. It's gone, and we're actually at a less than 1 culture decadence ratio now. We're still in the green, so that's good. But our decadence is getting kind of crazy high. It's not at all problematic, just to make that clear. Nubia is still at war with Egypt, is something to note. As is Ethiopia, mind you. And... what? Why does it show that... oh, no. Well, it shows that Blemmy's is at war with... I guess that's just relationship. That's not actually war. It's just relationship. Okay, that's a weird way to show that. Regardless, that's a nice full turn we just got through there. It's a nice full episode. We got some big things coming up. For now, though, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.